It's really hard to talk about, even to this day.
Our traditional ways of hospitalizing people, it's not working.
Mental illness and poverty, those things kill you.
Meds at one point were like $4,000 a month.
The whole asylum and people being restrained and locked up is not what we do now.
Mental illness is real. Our suicide rates are higher than they've ever been. People who have mental illness die sooner, so people are dying.
People think that you look at somebody and can see they've got a problem. People have mental illness and they look like normal people.
Couldn't afford the house, couldn't afford to take care of my grandmother. When people's minds break, they break.
Clarenberry and Behavioral Health, how can I help you?
Hi, Carmen, Dr. Latia, you paged me?
I have a 23-year-old female in the emergency room who is suicidal. She overdosed on approximately 40 Cymbalta tablets. She does have a history of cutting. She recently started seeing Dr. Ingram outpatient. Poor sleep, poor appetite. Her UDS was negative. Her alcohol level was 0.059 at 11:30 a.m. She has no significant medical issues. Could I get admission orders for her?
What is that giant pumpkin or what's the name?
Yeah.
They're outside in the terrace we used to sit, right?
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
that? It's very, very good. Actually, my father, he wanted one of us to become an actor. My dream was always to be a writer and a film director, actually. But then I got into medical school, and then I found out that medicine is something that I like, and psychiatry is something that is my passion now. Dal, yeah.
Bhavik, dal, that tadka dal. Yeah, and this is peppers with tofu. Because my son is vegan, older one.
Taking care of the brain, the mind, the psychosocial stressors, and having the compassion that's what psychiatry is, in my opinion. Okay, let's eat. I have two passions, my writing and psychiatry. Hopefully, through this medium, this documentary, we can actually let the people know to bring your family members right away. Don't waste time. You can, just like somebody had a heart attack, and if they need a stent placement or a bypass surgery, you have to bring them right away. If somebody has a first psychotic break or a first manic break, they need to come right away.
At first, you don't know where it's coming from. For me, a lot of times it happened driving down the road. So imagine you're cruising down the road 70 miles an hour, enjoying a good song. Then all of a sudden, you can't hear, your arms are numb, you can't breathe. You're convinced you're dying, having a stroke, or you're gonna lose your mind right there. And there's no safe place to go other than the shoulder of the road. And that's the type of fear that people live with that have it. They know that when it comes on, it's a trauma every time. You get re-traumatized with each panic attack. And I think that's how the disorder develops. Once you've had one, then you have another that kind of snowball.
I was feeling so dark and nasty inside that I was, seeking out situations that would take that feeling outside so that I could rationalize it, so that I could say, well, this is why I don't feel good. So a lot of hopelessness, a lot of impulsiveness, a loss of rationality, a loss of sense of self.
It's mind-boggling, it's frustrating, it's